Moisturizer. That's what it is. Like I'm moisture heavy every time I come in here. How are you guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Shop LC live stream. If you're joining us from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, we want to welcome you to the show. If you've never watched before, stick around, stay around as long as possible because it's going to be pretty quick. I mean, 2 hours goes by fast, believe it or not, especially in TV land. And we have a lot of really great stuff. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Rising Star. Thank you so much for watching. We have just underscore Mehmet, I believe. I'm always trying to shout out the handles that I see come up. But in the comments section, if you have any questions during the live stream, you can always shoot them over. My name is Jessica. I will be with you for a very short time. I'm telling you, as I go through the stuff, just so you know what the show is going to be about. This is all about palladium, and palladium is part of the platinum family. So you have a very rare metal that's going to be up for grabs. If you know anything about platinum, you know the price point of platinum pretty much kind of teeter-totters. It fluctuates with gold. In some cases, platinum will be more expensive than gold, and then there'll be some times where gold is a little more expensive, which is that kind of time right now. So this is the perfect time to get your hands on platinum as well as palladium. And palladium is something that you don't see a lot of jewelers offer you. You don't see it available in many jewelry stores simply because, believe it or not, palladium is rarer than gold, okay? Palladium is used to build catalytic converters. Palladium is used to build electronics. So this is a very durable metal that's part of the platinum family. So it's white metal and it is super strong. I was reading some stats that I wanted to read you. And of course, we talked about palladium being durable and harder than gold. So this is going to last you. Not that gold doesn't last you, but just to kind of give you some differences between the two. First of all, palladium is 30 times more expensive than gold, 30 times. And then you also have, in terms of durability, this is going to be much more durable than your gold, similar to platinum. So when you think about platinum, they say that you can fit all of platinum into an average size, not average, but more so like an Olympic size swimming pool. And they say that if you did fill up that swimming pool, it would come up to about just past your knees if platinum were just, sitting inside of that Olympic size swimming pool, just to kind of give you an idea of how rare. I mean, there's not very much of it. And then also the chemical composition of platinum, the way that platinum comes about and palladium, it's got a unique structure. So in order to bend and twist and use it in jewelry, it's one of the toughest things that a jeweler can work with. But we know here at Shop LC, since we're manufacturers, we want to make sure we provide you with a lot of valuable, pieces and just unique pieces that most people don't have. I love being out in the show. We have the TV show 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I love being able to introduce people to new gemstones. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. So just to kind of give you a heads up, Amanda, if you want to see what type of palladium jewelry I have, we will feature classic pieces of palladium, which I think will be go-to pieces that you'll just kind of pair up with some of the other colored gemstones in your collection. So if you wear a lot of amethyst, if you wear peridot, if you wear kunzite, if you wear morganite, even if you wear a lot of tanzanite, no matter what the color gemstone is, you see how classic these designs are? These are going to be just really nice. Imagine the finest quality platinum. That's what palladium is because they're in the same group. So in terms of durability, it's going to be able to withstand the test of time. I always like to joke with friends and family members, and I tell them that your platinum and your palladium will outlast you. This is something that will truly be passed down to the next generation easily. So with that said, as I continue to move, I want you guys to ask any questions. Remember, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee when you shop with us through the live stream. You also have your 25% coupon code available to you, and that's going to be Live25. You always want to put that in when you're checking out. You want to make sure you take advantage of the discount. If for whatever reason you're not able to apply the discount as I'm chatting with you about some of these pieces, say you're clicking the link tree through TikTok, or maybe you're putting the word shop one in the comment section on Facebook, on Instagram, or YouTube. And for whatever reason that does not apply, 25%, make sure you contact our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. And that's going to be the number that we'll put up here a few times throughout the show, just so you can get a screenshot of that, because Listen, it's not often that when you watch a live stream, not only do you get to connect with the host, but you also have a customer care number that you can call just in case you have any questions. I want to make sure as you're going through the checkout, right? I mean, you want to make sure that you the checkout process is smooth and effortless. Okay, all right. So let's get the party started. We're going to kick it off with a 950 platinum palladium band. Now, the very first time we did our Palladium show was the day before yesterday. Tony and I hosted and Tony's one of our resident gemstone hunters. He doesn't reside here in the United States, but he resides in Brazil. He has traveled back and forth, but for the most part, he's the guy that goes gem hunting for all of us and many other people, actually. He serves as a consultant for a lot of big players in the market. So
he's like the witch hunter of gem hunting,
the witch hunter of gem hunting. Right? I don't know how I feel about the witch hunting of gem hunting. You know what? I mean, I'll take it. Right?
Like the Netflix show.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. But he's actually, speaking of, he's done a show. I think it was like the Gemstone Hunters. It was on. Is it on Netflix? It's on one of those.
Amazon.
It's Amazon. Yeah. It's on the Prime. So if ever you want to check that out, I have to get you the name. I'll do it before. Maybe at least you can look it up. Yeah, but anyway, so him and I hosted the show, and we featured all these palladium pieces, and we were both in shock, right? Because for instance, this is going to be the first piece. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, just like any other platinum band, gold band, silver band, the styles that we are featuring are unisex. I like to consider these unisex because they're simple, they're classic, anybody can wear them. We are featuring different sizes in this first item. And what's mind-blowing about these deals is how inexpensive the palladium jewelry is. I mean, when you have access to something that's going to be able to withstand the test of time, can you imagine? Think about your jewelry box collection right now. Think about some of the costume jewelry that you spent $99 to $150 on simply because of how cute it was. It sparkled, it's faceted, it's glass, it's resin. It's not valuable, but you love it, right? It's pretty to you. Think about how long that's going to last you, even though you spent that kind of money. And there are a lot of cases where some costume jewelries are much more expensive. I mean, those pieces are much more expensive. So if that's the case, I want you to imagine this. This is a palladium band that's going to be, I'd say, just over, and I'm going to measure it real quick, give you millimeter size. We don't have that listed. It's going to be a 4.5 to 5 millimeter. So you're right there at 4.5 to 5 millimeter. Classic band. And this is the style of band that I see a lot of jewelry stores featuring as the classic wedding band, right? When you think about wedding bands, everybody has a different budget. So with budgets, we kind of have to taper our expectations, and we think, "Ooh, I'd love a platinum band," but then when you see the price points, you think, maybe I'll get a platinum band eventually. Maybe I'll, save up in a few years. I'll graduate to a platinum or an 18K or 14K white gold band. The palladium, remember, is 30 times more expensive and rare than your gold. So I want you to think about that for just a moment. So what would you expect a 3.34 gram band palladium to cost? Because today here at Shop LC during the live stream, we've got a discount. It's actually only going to cost you $524. The listed price is $699. And because of the discount, the $699, we take it down to $524. So that's going to put you at a $104 budget payment option, which I love. I love talking about budget pay. It's available to you. There is no credit check. If you're interested in test driving some of the pieces, which I always am, when I'm in a jewelry store, one of the reasons why we like to go to the store and have the experience is because you want to see it. You want to try it on if you're trying on an outfit. I mean, I know nowadays we're kind of spoiled. Some of us just grab and go. I'm guilty of it. But I do like to have my experiences with jewelry. I like to put it on, look at myself in it. I want to make sure that it works, maybe what finger I'm going to wear it on, what size I need it in. So think about it. If you are wanting a classic everyday band style design, it's time to upgrade. The Palladium band is definitely an upgrade. Why? Because it's stronger. It's more durable. It's tougher to work with. Even in the jewelry industry, you don't see it as often. You see it in electronics. car, catalytic converters, things like that. Do you remember there was a time when they were talking about people stealing catalytic converters? I don't know if you guys,
Oh yeah.
did you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was for the palladium. It was for the palladium. It's that material that is rare and valuable and expensive. So people were like, if I can get that catalytic converter, and obviously if your catalytic converter has ever gone out, you all know how expensive that can be to change. So all of the material that's used in that process is your palladium. And this is what we are using in this very exclusive limited edition collection. So the band again is a 4.5 millimeter. Now, do you like wearing bands on your thumb? Because I'm a huge fan of just a classic thumb. I have a gold band that was given to me by my mother and my auntie. It was actually my grandmother's, and it's the most special piece in my collection. And every time I have a chance when I'm not at work, obviously when I'm at work, I just don't wear jewelry. But every chance I get, I've got that beautiful band, and it looks just like this. It's classic. It's simple, but yet it's meaningful. And it's something that I know I can wear with my colored gemstones. I can, switch it up, mix metals. Don't be afraid to mix your metals. Don't be afraid. And not that, it's fear. I don't mean it literally, but, live on the edge a little. Sometimes we get so used to wearing the same old, same old. If you're going to wear silver, you got to only wear silver. If you're going to wear yellow gold, you're only going to wear yellow gold. We're seeing a lot more designers who will actually, feature two metals at the same time. So you've got your two-tone or your tricolor. You'll see the rose gold, the white, and the yellow all in one. So again, this band actually comes in several sizes. We have it in sizes 6, 7, and 8. If you're interested in the band, all you have to do is use the word shop, the number 1, in the comments section if you're watching on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube rather. You'll put shop 1. That is going to generate a link, which you'll click on, and then the information on the Palladium band will come up. So all the stats that you want to see, they also have different views of the Palladium band, which you're seeing behind me. It's classic. It's timeless. And maybe you're not a mom just yet. Maybe you're a young lady who, is quite the fashionista. You're always looking for the latest and greatest, something that most people don't have. This Palladium collection, if you have not shared the live, make sure you share the live right now so your friends and family members know that we have Palladium at an affordable price. This band should honestly be right around $1,200 here at Shop LC. It should be around $1,200. It's not. We're talking about listed price $699.99. With the discount, when you apply the live 25 coupon code, it takes it down to $524. And then it gets better, because you also have the budget payment option. It is a 5-month payment plan that you get to take advantage of. No credit check, no interest. And think about this. If you have siblings, I like to team up with my brother from time to time. And I like to we like to buy our parents' gifts together. So if we're buying for our mom or if we're buying for our dad, we may go half on it. We may split the cost so that it's like a gift from the both of us. And typically it's a gift that is a little more valuable. It's going to be a little more expensive. So you may want to consider maybe putting the down payment, using the budget payment option, locking in for dad. I mean, I know that we don't necessarily buy very expensive items all the time for dad, but think about it. Has he been there for you? Has he helped you move? Has he given you great advice? What about your brother? Your brother has a birthday coming up. The holiday is, on the horizon. So this gives you an opportunity to take advantage of something really special that is going to last them forever. Palladium pieces will last you forever. If you have any questions, please make sure you let me know. Okay? Any questions on the items that I'm featuring, you gotta let me know. Put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to chat with you about anything that you need to know so you can make the best decision possible. So let's do this. I'm going to bring out a really cool gift idea that I think is amazing because, one, it's going to be affordable, but also the fact that it is I don't know if you've ever checked out how they sell gold bars or the ingots, or, there are different ways that they sell pieces of silver that are pure or gold or platinum. Well, for the first time, we introduced the 950 Palladium. It's a 1 gram bar And it's a bar, it's a keepsake. It's like a little investment piece that you put away in your safe deposit box, in a drawer. Maybe you give it to a grandson, a granddaughter. But these are things that you give somebody that you don't know what to get. This is the item that you give them. You know what I'm talking about. Like every time you see that person, you're like, man, she has everything, or he has everything. Or if you have a hard time buying for your dad for Father's Day, you've already gotten the socks, you got the boxers, you got the tie, maybe you took him out to dinner. This would be a really cool gift because, first of all, it sits up in a home office. It sits up in a regular work office. It can be in your study, wherever it is that you put the cool collectible items. Think about it. A lot of people collect knives. A lot of people collect coins. A lot of people collect dolls. I mean, there are a lot of things that people collect. So this is an opportunity to present somebody with an extremely durable, rare, collectible metal that people are now investing in instead of just investing in your gold, right? It is a commodity. It's traded. A lot of people are looking at palladium saying, things that are being made with palladium. There are a lot of people who are paying top dollar for palladium. Maybe I should get involved. And so a lot of people are dibbling and dabbling in palladium. And of course, here at Shop LC, you know how we do. We manufacture jewelry. We wanted to make sure we were manufacturing a small collection, a very exclusive collection of palladium. So anytime we do these gram bars, sometimes we do them a little larger. Sometimes we do embossed bars. We do a lot of different styles that are similar to this one, but I like this one because it's a keepsake piece that somebody can travel with. There's certain times when you give somebody something that is truly meaningful to them simply because you gave it to them, right? Just like I shared the story about my mom and my aunt both deciding, you know what, let's give Jessica, our mom's gold band. They know how much I treasure, or I did treasure my relationship with my grandma, God rest her soul. She's no longer with us, but that's that special piece of jewelry that is so meaningful. And even if it were like, silver tone or gold tone, even if it were turning for whatever reason, because she didn't have the money to get an actual gold piece, it would be just as meaningful to me as, it is that it is gold, right? So it doesn't matter what it is. It's more so the meaning behind it. And so that's the reason why I'm mentioning this. So listen to this. This is listed at $249. It's listed at $249, but we've got the 25% discount. So with the 25% discount, it's going to take you down to $187.50, which I love. I love that kind of price point because now we're under $200. Now, when you think about budget pay, okay, how many months do I have to pay it off? We always, almost every single time you buy something from us, there is a budget payment activated. Whether it's a 2-month payment plan, it might be a 3-month, a 4-month. This one is a 5-month payment plan. So being under $200 means that you're only paying $37.50. Ay. See, I get excited over that. And think about this. How many people have access to palladium? So when you think about platinum, even platinum, because they're part of the same family, platinum, although people have been attracted to this white metal since day one, since it was first introduced, the problem with platinum, or let me say the benefits to platinum. Platinum is hypoallergenic, so is palladium. Okay, hypoallergenic. Platinum and palladium will never tarnish. Platinum and palladium are able to withstand the test of time. So in terms of the strength of the metal, scratches and scrapes and things like that, it's almost indestructible. I mean, can something happen to it? Sure. If you put it right underneath the tire of a vehicle and a car runs over it, I can't guarantee that the platinum piece won't have a little scrape or scratch. But for the most part, platinum and palladium are two metals that are super strong, and they happen to be white metals that a lot of us are attracted to, right? A little bit of both in the collection. But also, the palladium is not going to tarnish. So with 925 sterling silver, we all know that as beautiful as silver is, it tarnishes. It is what it is. It kind of comes with the package. It's a package deal. Silver, tarnish. You're going to get maybe an anti-tarnish jewelry box. You're going to get your little silver cloth that you can wipe it down, shine it back up, and you're good to go. There's a process. You have to take care of your silver. With your palladium is always going to keep that shine. So really cool, fun facts that you can share with friends and family members. The reason why I'm giving you this information is so that you can understand the metal. but more importantly, really appreciate the benefits to owning palladium, not just in a form of a bar, but also in jewelry. So you know that it's indestructible. It's going to be on your skin. I have sensitive skin. I talk about this all the time. You might have eczema, dermatitis, rosacea, just in general. Your skin reacts to whatever. It's nice to have metals like palladium and platinum because they are hypoallergenic. So when you see some of these other pieces that I'll be featuring, make sure you jump on them. Experience them, especially as affordable as they are. They're all great pieces. They look good. But maybe find a timeless everyday piece that you can get for yourself that you can wear 24/7 and really appreciate. Especially bands. I think a lot of people, we've always thought about owning bands, but for whatever reason, depending on the metal we're interested in purchasing, it tends to be pricey. So back to the bar. The bar is available. If you want to give somebody a cool gift, could be a grandson. The kids are back to school. So there's going to be some sort of book report, some sort of project that they have to write, pick a title and write about. So wouldn't it be cool if grandma or grandpa or auntie, uncle, mom, dad would give your child, whether it's a boy or a girl, a beautiful 1 gram palladium bar that they can take into school. It's tangible. Obviously, they have to be really careful with it, right? You don't want it to be missing in action, but they can pass it around and they can share it with friends and family members during a show and tell. Obviously, as a parent, you're like, it's kind of pricey. Maybe you go in, you give it to them, you take it back with you, whatever the situation is. But the bottom line is, this is definitely a topic and a metal that a lot of people don't necessarily know much about, where, you're giving somebody something valuable that they're not even going to realize it until they start doing their research. And I like to challenge my nieces and nephews to do that. Anytime I'm giving them information or they're asking me stuff, I'm like, well, have you read about it? Have you looked it up? Have you done your own due diligence? And they're like, they just want to know, right? All of us are living in this world of, you want to know right away. Well, at least have them do the research on palladium so they can understand, how valuable this metal is. And palladium is actually added when they're doing white gold. If you didn't know that, what they add to white gold and your platinums is palladium. So it's a mix of alloys that come together to provide us with some of the most beautiful jewelry pieces that are out there in the market today. The problem is, or the issue becomes, because of how expensive palladium is, you don't see it as often, not pure palladium, the way that these pieces are today. So come on in, take advantage. I hope I gave you some good information on that. $37.50 on the palladium bar. It is 1 gram. It is engraved with palladium. You have the gram information on there too. It stays in the Shop LC case. The case is there to protect it, for it to hold its value. If for whatever reason, maybe you sold it to somebody else or passed it down to the next generation, they'll never lose it, right? They'll have it in a card form. And this is the same size as a credit card. So your ATM card, your driver's license, this is the exact same size of that. And if you're curious to know next to the ruler what that size is, I'll go ahead and get it measured here live on set so you have a chance to see it. That's going to be about 3 1/4. 3 1/4 in width. And then you have about 2 1/4, well, just under 2 1/4 in height. So, just think about a credit card, pull out a card. You can actually slide this into your wallet and have this with you always. So really cool. Just a great gift to give to a family member. Doesn't matter their age. Can you imagine if you are going to a baby shower? We're going to keep moving. When you go to a baby shower and you give the mom gifts that she can use for the baby, like the diapers and the clothes and whatever it is, if you decide to go all out and get the diaper, or not the diaper, but, or maybe the diaper genie. There are a lot of, really cool stuff that we get. But at the end of the day, mom doesn't necessarily always use it unless she has another child. She can pass it down. This is something that you can give to mom for the birth of the baby, and she can give to the baby once they become old enough. So it's something that, she'll treasure until the time that she gives it and she passes it down, and then she can share that you were the one that gave it to him or her. And, it's, again, creating memories that are unforgettable. I love little things like that. Jewelry tends to be that for me. And then also really cool keepsake pieces like this that happen to be bars that will never they'll never go out of style. They're never going to die. They're not going to get old. It's just going to always be super valuable. And with time, most of the time, it becomes even more valuable. So if you want to lock in on something rare, palladium is the way to go. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to get into another classic band. So I kicked off the show with a just nicely polished palladium band. It was about, excuse me, it was about 4.5 millimeter to 5. That's going to be this one here. I'm now going to move on to what's called, good night, let me get some water, excuse me, the honeycomb band, okay? So with the honeycomb band, they create a little texture using a technique that is very difficult to do with palladium. Excuse me. And when I saw that they were able to use the technique, because you know about it being in the jewelry industry, so Shop LC is a manufacturer first. We've been doing it for 40 years plus. And before we became a home shopping network, we were designing jewelry, not on paper, just on paper. We're the manufacturer. So you're buying directly from the manufacturer, which is always cool. But because of that, any of us that are hosts here and have been here for quite some time, we're formally educated in gemstones, but also we serve as an ambassador for the network. So we have traveled to the facilities. We've done really cool documentaries. So we show you behind the scenes, what happens, sorting, cutting, faceting, all kinds of cool stuff. So I like to really get kind of into some of the techniques that have to be used in order to create this texture. So the surface, because of palladium being as durable as it is, the technique and the temperature of the machinery that has to be used is so high and can be so dangerous. A lot of people kind of opt out in, working with palladium. But we've got trained experts that specialize in putting together beautiful pieces. And we don't just want to do it any old way. We want to create beautiful specialty pieces that are going to take people's breath away. When they see you in Shop LC Jewelry, imagine walking into a store or going out to dinner with friends and family members, or even a get-together at somebody's house. You've got your beautiful palladium jewelry on, and they're going to say, wait a minute, I love this white gold piece. And you're going to say, no, it's palladium. And they're going to be like, do tell, you mean platinum? And you're like, no, it's part of the platinum family. You're close. But palladium, rare. It's a silvery white platinum group, as I mentioned, part of the platinum family. And it's known for its corrosion resistance. Corrosion resistance. That's the reason why you hear about palladium being used in catalytic converters and different electronics, cell phones, and all kinds of other gadgets that we don't necessarily think about, but palladium is used in. So when you have a metal like that, its ability to absorb large amounts of hydrogen makes it super special, but it also makes it a challenge to work with. So we take on the challenge, we accept the challenge, and we have made a beautiful collection. So this one is on sale. This one is $399.99. You see the honeycomb texture here. I love the fact that we've got a nice kind of video of it, because there's a difference between the honeycomb and just the plain band. Let me see if I can put them together so you see. So the one on the outside here is going to be just polished. The one on the inside is your honeycomb. That honeycomb design is textured all the way around. And if you imagine the shape, if you've seen, the honeycombs, the honey that the bees produce, they have these different shapes that they create. So what they've done is they've cut into the palladium to provide you with a little more texture, which is going to allow the light to bounce off of the surface and come right back out. So although you don't have any diamonds, you don't have any moissanite, you don't have any, anything that sparkles like a zircon, you have the beautiful texture around the entire ring that is literally going to create magical sparkle. And I love that. $59.99 per month. Your budget pay is activated. So you have the option of budget pay. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So $299 is where the 25% discount takes you to. The original price on the palladium, which is crazy, pure palladium, is going to be $399. But with the 25% discount, you're able to save another $100. 25% takes you down to $299. You have a 5-month payment plan. Ladies, this could possibly be a his and hers opportunity. His and hers opportunity. Do not miss out on the opportunity to actually own, again, a rare material that's pretty much indestructible and corrosion resistant. You're not going to have to worry about the tarnishing. You're not going to have to worry about 100 years from now, is it going to still look good? It is. This material, this metal is going to outlast you. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but you know, it is. It's able to withstand the test of time. So with an opportunity of $59.99, take advantage. Click on the link tree above if you're watching on TikTok. When you hit the link tree above, look for the live streaming tab and then look for the shop all button. That's going to open you up to the items that I'll be featuring. And then those of you that are on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, thank you so much for stopping by. We have another way for you guys to shop. What you'll do is in the comments section, you're going to use the word shop and then the number that's associated with the piece. So the first piece we did was that classic band with no texture, just like a traditional wedding band for anybody, men and women. We did this one. The price was how much? Where did we go down to?
We did $524 and then budget pay of $104.
So $104 for that one. That one was 3.34 grams. So notice the difference in gram weight. So the one that I'm doing now, the honeycomb, is 1.7 grams, and that's why the difference in price. So we did this one, you said at 524?
Correct.
All right, so the original one with the 3.34 grams was 524. We did a budget pay option, 5-month payment plan, 109. And I mean, you're winning. You're going to have a band that you'll have forever, forever and ever and ever. Amen. Then we did the Palladium bar. The Palladium bar was on sale. We did that Palladium bar. I think it went down to what, 187, 179, 187? So $187 for the 1 gram Palladium bar. And then we did the budget payment option.
That was $37.
That's $37 for something as valuable as this. And look how cool it is. It's engraved with the word palladium in there. You've got a bit of texture on the back too. All the gram weight, all the necessary information you need if you're going to give it to somebody else or pass it down to the next generation. That information is on the card. So you have to check it out. Don't forget, you are, for every purchase that you make, when you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. Yes, yes, yes. And all of these pieces, I'll be honest with you, they're all going to be $50 or more. I mean, it's palladium. It's a very rare collectible metal. Most people don't even offer it. So I'm really hoping that you have a chance to take advantage of that. All right, what's next? So the honeycomb option, again, is going to be, we said $54 per month? What do we say?
$59.
$59.99.
Quick shout out to
Who do we have?
Amanda joining us.
Hi, yeah, no, I said hi to her first thing. Hey, Amanda, if you're still hanging out with us, I really appreciate it. All right, so Elias, he wasn't listening. You know what it is? He's working his magic behind the scenes. He's getting you guys set up with your discounts and your coupons. I'm teasing. He's always listening. All right, so coming up next, we have a men's ring.
Correct.
And this was a highly anticipated item during our show 2 days ago when we first premiered the small palladium collection we had available. And this went like gangbusters. We only have 4 of these left. If you're a guy and you're watching right now, you want something indestructible, you want something able to withstand the test of time, you want something that is weighty, the weight on this is also a big deal. So your gram weight is going to be over 7 grams, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember this correctly. With palladium is going to be a bit tougher to size, okay? So what we're doing with the items that you're spending $1,000 or more on, we're going to size them one up, one down. But we're not going to be able to size any more than that. So just an FYI, we have 3 sizes already available, and if this works out for you, fantastic. We have the size 9, the size 11, and the size 12 in this particular style of ring. This is listed at $1,999, which is a steal because it's actually going to be 7 grams plus. And then you have a lab-grown diamond that's a full carat in the center. lab-grown diamond, full carat in the center. So with the discount, you're able to lock in at $1,499. Isn't that incredible? $1,499. I'm going to step to the side so you have a chance to see how good looking this picture is, this angle of the ring is. So the key properties to palladium, the appearance, it's going to be that silvery white that we all love, similar to your white gold, because in order to get white gold where it is today, you need palladium. Okay, it's nice and shiny and it's lustrous. So you're not going to get something that looks industrial. The density is very, very high. It is strong. Well, it has low density, making it, super strong. So with density and melting points, it has the lowest density and the melting point of the platinum group metals. And because of that, it just makes it a lot harder to work with. But the durability, it's resistant to corrosions. It doesn't tarnish. So you have something that's just going to be able to withstand the test of time. And gentlemen, who says you can't rock a good diamond? I mean, I've seen a lot of designers go above and beyond with, keeping it clean, simple, classic. But guys in my family are like, look, I love a good diamond. I love a nice colored gemstone. They don't necessarily love all the colors, but your greens, your blues, your turquoisites, your Montebello indicolites, these different colors that are out there in the market today. People love the different colors. So we want to make diamonds also available at a much more affordable price point. Lab grown right now is all everybody's talking about it. You walk into any jewelry store these days, they're going to have the earth mine, the lab grown, the moissanite, everything's there. It's going to be up to you as to what you want to get. Today here at Shop LC, we're doing a classic moissanite, moissanite, lab-grown diamond. Good night. This would be much less expensive if it were moissanite. But the moissanite is a silicone carbide material that's also used in wedding collections in jewelry stores. And then you have your earth mine diamonds as well as the lab-grown material. A lot of people are really transitioning into the lab-grown material because they're finding more information on lab-grown, understanding that it's made up of the same chemical makeup as its natural counterpart. It's a more economical way to rock a diamond. And the only difference is one is grown in the lab. The other one is, from our good Lord above. The Lord, he takes his time. It can take billions of years. And sometimes when they finally bust up and they're able to get those diamonds out, a lot of them are industrial grade, so they're not even that top-notch quality that we want to see in a diamond setting or a diamond, any ring, earrings. So believe it or not, most of those diamonds, although they're found all over the world, they're not top-notch quality. And it's one of the reasons why you have to pay for the better grading and the clarity. So you have the lab-grown material that's an alternate, still expensive out there in the market. In fact, if you price a 1 carat just like this one in the market, you're more than likely going to find that 1 carat right around, I would say, $2,500 to $3,800, depending on the color and the clarity, just for the loose diamond, just for the loose lab-grown diamond. If you got a 1 carat, obviously, in the earth mine form, you're going to spend, you could spend up to 10 grand on a 1 carat, depending on the color and the clarity. So you can see the price difference and why people are saying, well, maybe I will get a lab grown. Well, this is that lab grown. It's only costing you, ladies, if your husband, your significant other has a birthday coming up, you want to celebrate him, $299. $299.99. That's going to be the payment plan option. And then out the door once you're done with your payments, because of the 25% discount we're offering during the live stream, which, by the way, is only good for 48 hours. I wanted to kind of put that out there because I want to remind you that the live stream is a special place where we all come together. You get to do it from the comfort of your own home. You get to watch on your favorite platform. But also what we do is we work these discounts out so that you all have a chance to take advantage of a deep discount. But we also apply the 25% coupon on top of that. Well, we hope that you do. You've got to use Live 25 in order to get that updated and, applied to your purchase. But all you have to do when you're checking out is use the word live and the number 25. Okay. So because of that, even if it's listed at $19.99 on the website, once you put the Live 25 in, That's where we go down to the $299. Yes, and you're getting a metal that's durable, strong. It doesn't corrode. It doesn't tarnish. It doesn't scrape, scratch. Yes. And I think that's great. That's great for the guys, not just the ladies, but I think a man would appreciate if you surprised him with palladium. You know, he's like, Palladium, what is this? I mean, I've kind of heard of it. I know a little bit about it. And you're like, it's part of the platinum family, babe.
Oh, he'll know.
He'll know, right?
He'll know.
It's part of the platinum family. And if he doesn't know, he probably won't tell you. He'll just research it. He won't be like, what is it? I don't know. Some guys will, but who cares? Either way, it's cool to be able to kind of share that information and you know, just let him know how special he is. You know, the bond that you have is indestructible, just like the palladium is that I purchased for you.
Oh.
Right? Me and you. So little things like that make a difference. I love, you say, my husband always says, you got good game. You're trying to run game on me right now, babe. I'm like, I'm not. It's from the heart. So, you know, right? It's from the heart. All right, so let's go ahead and then you bam, hit him with the diamond. And he's like, oh, now I see. But so now we're gonna get into what's called the desert soil texture. The reason why they call it desert soil is because if you think about the desert, you think sand, right? And you know, with sand, if you've ever had like granules of sand, you know that it can also have this type of texture that's pretty unique. And so what they did was in this next band that's up for grabs, by the way, the price on this is crazy. It's listed at $399. It's an eternity style band. And when you say eternity, that means that the texture that you have on one side or the detail that you have on one side is going to go all the way around the band. All the way. So it's not just on one side. Sometimes you see, you know, cool band ring where the gemstones are on one side and then the other side is nicely polished. This one has that texture all the way around. Isn't that cool? So when you think of, you know, a little bit of shimmer, it's kind of like an organic shimmer. It's not like super sparkly. I think both men and women can handle a design like this. It has that kind of raw form to it, but also the outside, the edges are nicely polished. This is on super sale. $399 is what it's listed at, but you get $100 off when you shop with us during the live stream. We've got that discount available. Remember, while supplies last are for 48 hours. And let me tell you why I said while supplies last. Oh, by the way, did I tell you the men's ring we only had 4 of? If you're thinking about a special guy in your life, including your son, maybe you're planning ahead for the graduation, you want to get him something really special, lock in on that. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee on all these pieces. So you have the option of sending it back if you're not completely happy. And if you haven't shared this live just yet, make sure you share the live. You know, let somebody know if you can. If you're on TikTok, share it out. Share it out to your peeps so that, you know, maybe post us on your stories so that they can tune in. We'd love to have new family members joining us. A lot of people don't know that Shop LC exists. So you're shopping directly with the manufacturer and you're able to get some deep discounts. With that said, $59.99 is all you're spending per month, obviously. Can you imagine if we just did a Palladium band for $60? We'd probably be going out of business. You'd see like going out of business boxes behind us. But no, I mean, we offer you the best deals. $299. How many of you have actually spent that on silver? I've actually spent that on crystals that were in, I hate to admit this, I do. But I remember, gone are the days, I still take a peek at my favorite department store. I love to see what they have. I do admire some of the designers that partner with my favorite department store. It rhymes with Stacy's. You all know what I'm talking about.
Stacy's. I see what you did there.
Stacy's. So, and they have like, you know, the what do they have? Every year they have the Thanksgiving parade. But no, their jewelry collection, I'm like, ooh, I like that. And I'll literally send pictures to our team and I'm like, look, if you can't replicate this, I'm buying it, you know? And I'm waiting for the coupons and the sales, but then I can't wrap my head around how much money I end up spending if I did go with them because I know how inexpensive Shop LC is. So my point is this, you're getting palladium, okay? Able to withstand the test of time, resistant to scratches, part of the platinum family, something that's so indestructible. They're using it in car parts. They're using it in, you know, other electronics. There's no corrosion. Things like that really make a difference long term. And so when you're dealing with metal, If you can get your hands on some of the rarest metal like platinum and palladium, you should do it. If it's presented to you in a beautiful design, you should do it. Why? Because it's going to last you. Because it's valuable. Because later on down the line, if you wanted to trade it in for money, you're going to be able to cash it in a big way because of how expensive it is, especially over time. My gosh, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when you have all these little robots walking around with palladium in them. They're using that in those little bots that they're building. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Anyway, that's another show. But, these are metals that are being used in all kinds of really cool stuff. And I find that it is a unique opportunity here at Shop LC for you to own those same metals in beautiful pieces of jewelry that you're going to wear proudly. So that is, I think, our last band. That will wrap up our band kind of segment. We had the plain band, again, listed at $524 with the discount. I'll share that in just a moment because Margot's one of our regular shoppers. Actually, real quick, Margot sent in a testimonial. She says, very pretty palladium ring. She's referring to this one. She says, the diamond cut design really adds the sparkle. My husband wears it every day as a right hand ring. And that's what I was saying. Remember, I was telling you that the design itself isn't feminine. It's just a little kind of organic and almost rugged like. But it is a nice piece that I think a lot of men and women would appreciate. It could be an anniversary band. It could be a birthday band. It could just be, I was thinking about you and I know you like your jewelry or you've been thinking about getting a nice piece of jewelry. This is the one to get, especially with the discount. Okay, this is the last of the bands. If you have any questions about the band so far, let your girl know. By the way, my name is Jessica. You're watching the Shop LC live stream. You may be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We want to thank you so much for stopping by. I think we are already almost at the top of the hour. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes before we reach the top of the hour. This is it, though. I'm going to start bringing out. Are you guys ready for diamonds? Because I know you're ready, John.
I love me some diamonds.
So diamonds in so many different unique styles and designs. We have, our regular shoppers. Eileen, I'm not too sure if you're out there with me. Margot joins us from time to time. We have Barbara. We have Bridget. So we have a lot of ladies that shop us on the TV side as well as the live stream side, checking in to see what we have available. Let's get busy. Let's get into these diamond deals because I think you're going to love it. We have yellow diamonds up for grabs. Ah, yes. Look at this beauty. Now, if you thought you knew about, the best diamond designers in the world, or you found like your favorite store with the most exclusive designs possible. But then again, price points are like, I mean, not that you just feel that way. Cause I'm like, I have fallen in love with diamonds in the past. And my gosh, when you look at price tags, you almost don't want to go in another jewelry store and put yourself through that again. You're like, you're
it's
like
a breakup. It really is. Right? You see it and you're just torturing yourself.
You're like, man, did I really want to put myself through that? And then you're thinking about it. You're at home and you're like, should I? Then you're doing the research and you're looking at all the diamonds and you're thinking, dang, do I really want to spend? So we want to make it affordable. And I'm going to kick it off with a classic solitaire pendant. Okay, before I get into the yellow, I'm going to kick it off with the classic solitaire pendant. This is actually an IGI certified. Look at the size of that. Now, what's unique about this entire collection is we've done it in palladium instead of, which is expensive, people. You use platinum and palladium, it's going to cost you a small fortune. Whether it's diamonds or anything else you get in the setting. Very few designers, very few people are using palladium. I mean, when you look it up, you're going to find how expensive it is, and some of the industries that are actually using more palladium than, others that are not willing to spend that kind of money. And it's just because of how indestructible, how it's able to withstand the test of time, how they can build some really cool things that, will outlast many people, lives. Good night. I mean, you probably have a piece of palladium for like 700 years. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, that's how strong the metal is. All right. So this one is IGI certified. What does that mean? The lab-grown diamond itself is certified by the International Gemological Institute of America. Every now and again, we send our gemstones in general, whether it's a lab-grown diamond or anything else. We choose the best quality that we feature, and a lot of times we'll send you the certificate. This will cost you. If you buy a piece of jewelry, whether it's from us or anywhere else, and you reach out to the IGI and you say, listen, I'm interested in sending my piece out to you. I want to get them certified. I want you to give me, proportions, carat weight, dimensions. I even want you to engrave my piece just for authenticity. They'll do it for you, but they'll charge you. Well, the actual diamond in your brand new pendant is IGI certified. So on the girdle, now you won't be able to see this unless you take a magnified loupe, jeweler's loupe, to the girdle and probably take it out of the setting. But what they do is they put the certification number, look how pretty that is, on the girdle of the diamond. This is a 3-carat IGI certified, and it is EF in color, VS in clarity, top notch. Now you get a minimum of 3 carats. There's a possibility that you might get something a little bit larger. What we've been finding with these IGIs, this was 3.01. So they're very exact. We'll get like a parcel, a lot, and we'll get maybe 30 3-carat stones. And within the 30 that are cut to be 3 carats, we'll put them all on the scale. And some will be 3.06, some will be 3.12, some will be 3.01. So they all range. But the least amount that you'll get, or the minimum, is going to be a 3 carat. And once you get your IGI certificate, it gives you all of these cool details about your diamond. From the dimensions to the actual cut, the proportion of the diamond, if it's ideal cut. So really cool information that you may not necessarily get on a regular basis unless, of course, you pay top dollar for the diamond and you get it certified. I mean, let's be honest. This is something that people pay for. So the certificate comes with your purchase. And I mean, the stats and all the details, it's wonderful information for you to keep with your piece. And if eventually you sell it, this is going to be a great piece of information to give that seller. As a reseller, it's great to be empowered with certificates and with your certifications that come from certain places. We go to the best sources. International Gemological Institute of America, they're based out of New York and a few other cities. But this is one of the most reputable companies in the world that people turn to. You get that IGI certificate with your purchase. Now, this one doesn't come with the chain. Okay. We're using a chain with it here in studio. I'm sure you probably have a few chains that you can think of that would be useful. The bail on this one is a nice size. So if you wanted to put something through the bail, let me show you. I have more of a collar, kind of choker style neck piece that this fits on to. Look how wide that is. So if you wanted to slide it on to something wider, check it out. You could easily slide that right on and wear it with a wider neck piece. So you've got some options here. Because of the size of the bail itself is nice and wide, so it makes it easy for you to switch things up if you wanted to wear listen, this is all about you. When you get your pieces home, you get to let your creative juices flow, and if there's a favorite chain in your collection that you're thinking about, you can rock with this. I wanted to show you, even with this style, which, by the way, the millimeter size on this collar style chain is going to be, wow. So that's going to be about a 4 millimeter. That's going to be about a 4 millimeter. So just to give you an idea of the size of the bail that the 3-carat diamond plus is set on, it's nice and wide. You might even have like a flat herringbone gold chain. Some nice chains out there that I know a lot of you have in your collections. So this one's only going to cost you $1,949. The original price on this, $25.99. It is a 3-carat solitaire EF colorless diamond, VS in clarity. We are offering, of course, free shipping and handling. This is how it comes to you. It's set in palladium. The palladium setting is probably going to be about 3 grams, almost 3 grams. So you've got a lot of weight. That's the really cool thing about palladium too, is that it has its heft. It's heavy. And I'm not talking heavy where you're going to be like, it's too heavy, but you can really feel the quality when you wear a nice piece of platinum or palladium. Okay. All right, let me know if you have any questions. If you're just now joining our live stream, welcome to the Shop LC live stream. I'm your hostess, Jessica Maldonado. Shout out to Sandy. Shout out to Vashti. Shout out to Lisa, Charlotte, Midge, I believe, is watching. Sherry. Thank you so much for being a part of the live stream. I hope that you're hanging out with us long enough to get through some of these pieces. I have 1 more hour. It is official. You ready? You buckled up? So I kicked it off with a 3-carat solitaire. It is only going to cost you with the budget payment option $389. So if you wanted to go big and bold, IGI certified, $389 per month will be your payment plan, and everybody can take advantage of that. There is no qualifying for budget pay. You can take advantage of the budget payment option so long as you choose that option when you're checking out. And don't forget to apply the 25% coupon code, because that's where it gets really good. That's where you see your discount go all the way down, right?
For the live stream.
That's why we put it up. You're like, what is this? 25% off. Everything is 25% off. That's what the live stream is all about. Mm-hmm. And listen, it's already discounted. Okay, for instance, here's another diamond that's coming up. This is the one I showed you just a few minutes ago. Look at that yellow diamond. What would you imagine a 1-carat yellow and white diamond ring costing you? And think to that favorite department store or jewelry store in the mall or wherever it is that you shop online. Think about it. When you see a diamond like this, now I'm going to give you some stats because I want you to know what the size of the solitaire, or not the solitaire, this center stone is. Solitaire would be just the diamond by itself. This is a solitaire pendant, right? That's a solitaire. When you have a single stone all by itself, that's when you call it a solitaire. Sometimes we get in the habit, we're rolling so quickly, we say solitaire, but really we're describing the center stone when there are additional gemstones around it. So in the center, you have a 4 millimeter, and that is a 60 point, right in the center. You've got a really nice size. Actually, between the center and the yellow, they don't have the breakdown in just the one, do they? Mm. That's interesting.
I think it might be the 4. Right?
No, it's definitely the 4 millimeter, but I want to know what the carat weight is on that 4 millimeter. So I like to give you the actual carat weight in that center gemstone. It's important. It makes a difference with your price, right? So the larger the diamond in a setting, the more money you're going to end up spending. Well, this one's on super sale. This one, the price listed is $749. With the discount, it takes it down to $562. Right? And you have a carat. You have 1 carat of yellow and white diamonds. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to guesstimate. Now, I don't like guesstimating, so I'm going to be very conservative. What I can tell you, exact, okay? With the yellow diamonds, between that center round one and then the double halo with the yellow diamonds, because you have more than just 1 halo. You have 2 halos of yellow. You're going to have 29 diamonds that are yellow in total, and they are 66 points. So all of the yellow that you see here is adding up to 66 points. That's the way they broke it down. I would have liked to have known what the center gem is. And based on my experience, I'm going to say it's about a 15 point in the center all by itself. But just to be safe, we're talking 66 points total weight in the yellow. And then with your white diamonds, you have 24 white diamonds on the outer halo, which are coming in at 34 points. So you've got a really nice balance between the yellow and the white. Perfect balance between the two. I love it. I love it. I'm going to step to the side so you have a chance to see this. Look at how pretty the detail is, just in the double halo. One of the things that you can see in this picture versus if I were to go up close with my piece is that you have the prongs that are finished in yellow gold over sterling. So we've added quite a bit of that yellow gold over sterling finish so that you can see, so those diamonds really pop a little more than maybe they wouldn't. But I mean, they're yellow, so they're going to pop either way. But sometimes they add a little more to the actual setting. That's actually called Palladium, and I've seen them do this by hand, because you can't just manufacture a setting and then put it through a machine, and it's just going to take, the prong area and put yellow gold in it. They have to do that by hand. So that's all done by hand. That's going to be your yellow gold finish. And I'm talking about the prongs that are supporting the yellow diamonds. So where the yellow diamonds sit, the closer you look at your piece, you're going to see these beautiful kind of yellow finishes in each of those little prongs, which is a really nice detail that kind of elevates the look. Once you get it home, I think you'll appreciate that. Look for stuff like that, though. That makes a difference. Good news, too, with this particular style. You're only paying $112 if you use the budget payment option. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you don't pay for shipping and handling. Free shipping and handling on this. So out the door, a 1 carat yellow and white diamond piece is going to be $562.50 with the discount, because right now it's listed at $749.99. And then we have a 5-month budget payment option. So you have a chance to take advantage of the payment plan. The payment plan is what you definitely want to take. And listen, it's there for you to use. Right? There's no credit check, DNA, nothing, no sample of anything. We just go with it. You got it on your credit card. As long as you're not somebody who, is using budget pay and a repeat offender and not paying, then obviously you're more than welcome to use it. So wanted to give you a heads up that is available to you. The budget payment option is $112. You have lots of diamonds here. So the diamond count here is going to be just over 50 diamonds. Remember, 29 are going to be in the yellow, these yellows here. And these are the prongs that I was telling you about. So everywhere that you see your metal supporting the yellow diamonds is where you're going to find that yellow gold hand, work. All that is done by hand. It's called Palladium. It's almost like a pen. If you can imagine an ink pen, the way ink sometimes comes out of an ink pen, which drives us crazy. So they actually have a thing that looks sort of like a pen that they dip into gold, and all of that has to be done by hand. And, each piece has to be done in a way so that it doesn't touch the other, the other side. It's intense. It blows my mind how fantastic these artisans are at really kind of putting these pieces together from start to finish. So yeah, that's something that I wanted to give you a heads up on. You've got a lot of workmanship on this one. We have a matching pendant to go with it, which means you have a bundle deal. So anytime we do matching pieces like this, you get an extra discount on top of the 25% for each piece. That's always nice to take advantage of. So you buy more, you save more, and look how pretty that is. Same exact design. And this one actually comes with the chain. So that's going to be ready to wear. $112.50 for the ring, which I'm wearing. And then the matching pendant is also coming up, same price. $749.99 for the matching pendant. With the discount, that's going to take you down to about $562. And then you break up the cost, 5 months, takes you right back down to $112 today. But here's the kicker. You put both of these items in the shopping cart. Not only are you going to get 25% off, you're going to get an extra 10% off the bundle, that's what I'm all about. Like, if you find a piece that you love, look how pretty this is. Bundle, bundle, bundle. That's what it's all about. Bundling. And treat yourself. You have a full carat in this diamond pendant. So not only are you getting, so this is 2 carats really. With the bundle, you're going to get the extra 10% off. So now we're under $1,000. We're going to be under 1,000, right? So you get
we're exactly at 1,000.
So yeah, we're at about 1,000, and that's with the bundle. The bundle is, again, you load them both in your shopping cart. They're listed at $749.99. You apply the Live 25 coupon code. Each piece will go down to $562. And then you put the $562 times 2 together, and you take an extra 10% off that because it's a bundle deal. So there are a lot of discounts being thrown at you, but If you have any questions about these discounts, make sure you contact our personal shopper team. They will be more than happy to assist. And I love the finish on this. Let me come in a little bit so you have a chance to see both of them side by side because I have the ring on still. Look at how beautiful that detailing is. Isn't that pretty? Have you been wanting to get yourself a beautiful diamond ring? Have you seen some of those canary yellow diamonds out there in the market today, fallen in love? Because I, to be honest, the colors that I love the most when it comes to diamonds is going to be the yellow and the champagne. That's just a personal, that's a preference, right? Everybody likes something different. If you haven't had a chance to get yourself beautiful yellow diamonds, now's the time to do so. That is beautiful. And the measurement too, remember, anything that's not a traditional white diamond is considered to be fancy. So those fancy diamonds can be pricey as well. They come with a fancy price tag. So here at Shop LC, we're hooking you up with the best deals possible. Look at how pretty. That's going to be about 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. And I also wanted to show you the back here. Look at that. Look at how much silver is being used there. No cutting corners. Not here. In fact, the artisan team, they look at things and they're like, okay, what else can we do? What can we add? Let's do more. We must do more, but not over the top more. You know, just a couple of details here and there so that when you get those pieces home, you can truly appreciate the extra features or the benefits that you have. Like I mentioned with the yellow gold, where you see the yellow diamonds, you're going to see the yellow gold prongs, the yellow gold finish. That's done the exact same way as you'll see in the ring. So matching pieces, are you interested? Don't forget, bundle it up because you get that extra discount if you bundle.
No, shop 7 and shop 8.
Okay, so if you are buying the yellow diamonds and you're on TikTok, you're going to do the link tree for TikTok. You're going to click on that. You're going to look for the live streaming tab, and then you're going to open Shop All. If you are on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you're going to use the word shop and the number that's associated with the piece. We had shop 7 in the ring, and then we did shop 8 in your pendant, which, by the way, comes with the 20-inch chain. So that is all upgraded. You get the 20-inch chain ready to wear. As soon as you get it out the bag, the box, boom, put it around your neckline, you're good to go. That's going to look amazing on you. So, okay. We're now going to move into, we have a DeJoy diamond called the Frozen Leaf Bracelet. Gosh, I love this collection. Love this collection. This collection not only comes in the bracelet design, you also have the necklace design. You have the necklace, and you know, with the necklace, is this going to be a bundle?
Let me check.
It's a leaf collection. It's got to be a bundle. It is. So it's a bundle deal. So here you have 2.5 carats in the bracelet, and then you're going to have probably a little more carat weight in the necklace just based on how that's designed. That's like 2 necklaces in one. Shoosh. Okay. So the bracelet, I cannot even look at this. I can't help myself. Look at that, ladies.
3 sizes available, all same pricing.
If you're a guy out there and you're watching the live stream right now, are you kidding me? For your wife, if you're not married, for your girlfriend, if you don't have a girlfriend, for your future girlfriend, for mom, for your sister, for your daughter, my goodness, look at this. We don't have these all the time. These are limited edition. I'm not even going to sit here and make stuff up. In fact, I have 9 in the 6.5 inch. I have 15 in the 8 inch. And then I have 24 in the 7.25 inch. But look at this. You want to talk about Ice Ice Baby? That is frosted, dripped and drizzled in diamonds. This is rhodium over sterling. These are real deal diamonds. Confirm with me, are these lab grown or earth mined?
These are going to be, let me see.
These are earth mined. These are earth mined. Ladies and gentlemen, these are earth mined. And you know, earth mined, they're more expensive than the lab grown. I mean, obviously, right? You have 852 earth mined diamonds in one stunning setting. If you have ever dreamt or wanted to get your hands on a beautiful diamond bracelet, or you look, you're not going to let this slip through your fingers, are you? I hope not. You have 3 different lengths too, so you can get your custom size. And listen to the price here. So it's listed at $1,199. Are we staying there? Absolutely not. We're going to discount it. Remember, you get that 25% discount. That's a big deal. At $1,199 with the discount, it takes you down to $899. $899. And we're not, listen, I'm not talking about a 1 carat. I'm not talking about a half carat, third of a carat. I'm talking for you today, 2.5 carats of diamonds. Diamonds. And they say they're a girl's best friend. Let me tell you, once you get a few in your collection, you just can't help it. You want more and more and more, especially the quality of diamond that we feature. Ooh, speaking of my favorite color, diamond. Oh, and the blue is another one of my favorites, but this is the champagne. Champagne. I love the champagne. I love all things brown. I'm wearing my chocolate. I'm like, okay. So this is, again, let me remind you, 2.5 carats of diamonds. You have 852 diamonds in one bracelet, and that depends on the length, right? If you go with the 6.5 inch, you're going to have about 850. If you go with the 7.25, we'll feature closer to 865. And then the 8 inch is going to be the longest length. The longer the bracelet, the more diamonds have to be added, the more metal has to be used. So we've got to create a longer length. It's not like we just put a little silver there and call it a day. We add on more diamonds, more precious metal to ensure you get the absolute best because you deserve it. And that's exactly what you should have. So listen to this. The budget payment option is $179 per month. For you to spoil yourself, get your hands on a beautiful diamond bracelet that's 2.5 carats. And I believe for me, like when you think about diamonds, it's not like you need 5 diamond bracelets, right? It is one of those items where it's a one and done. And if you can go all the way up to 2.5 carats, look at this. It's 2 rows. And they call it the leaf bracelet because of the shape of the setting. It's 2 bracelets in one. I'm not even exaggerating. Here, I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you have a chance to see this. Notice the top and bottom. You see that? Let me get out the way because focus is on me and not the diamond. That needs to be your focus, darlings. Isn't that pretty? 800 plus diamonds in your one bracelet. Oh, you deserve it. Sometimes I feel like I wish I can come into your living room so that you wouldn't miss out. Wherever it is that you're watching from. Insert tongue and groove, box closure, snaps right in place. I'm going to bring the latches down. You have 1 on each side. How much better can it get? How about $899 instead of that $1,199 it's listed at? You know you should have it. If you've passed up so many opportunities to get yourself something special for whatever reason, put that all aside. It's time to get yourself something special. And I know it's a lot, but we have the diamond necklace coming up too. So when you bundle, obviously each piece sold separately is 25% off. But then if you get both pieces, you now have a bundle option here where you get to save even more money on the bundle. Bundle. If you can do it. If you can afford it, bundle. So the bracelet is only, and I say only because we're talking about 2.5 carats of diamonds. The bracelet is going to cost you $179 per month. Per month. If you use the bundle. Only if you use the bundle. Look at this necklace, ladies. See, I can imagine this. I'm thinking ahead for some of you ladies that are going to be walking down the aisle. Do you know somebody who's tying the knot soon? You found their accessories. They need to look no further. Because diamond necklaces and diamond bracelets are like a fairy tale, a dream come true. For a gal that's going to be walking down the aisle, you think she'd say no to a 3-carat diamond necklace? This might be, some people do like push gifts where if you're a husband and your wife is about to give birth and you wanted to present her with something special, hi, this will help her get through all the emotions that come afterwards, at least for a little bit. temporary, just real quick in that moment that she's like, oh my gosh. No, but there's something special about, beautiful diamonds. Something really special about that. So this is the fluid nature. Okay, so the way they built this is in a way that's not going to be stiff. Where's that collar? Okay, this is a stiff necklace. Okay, it's cute. It's a stiff necklace though, right? It kind of goes around the collarbone. It sits and it just sits there. This is different because the style of necklace that you have here, it just molds to your décolleté. It wraps around your neckline so beautifully. And I love it. Look at all these diamonds. So 864 diamonds. 864 diamonds. That's a lot of diamond. I mean, that's a whole bunch of diamonds. And that's what you need. I mean, when you have a necklace like this where you want to make a statement, and remember, this design is done where you have the two rows, once again, just like you have on the bracelet. So if you're wearing both of these pieces at the same time, all right, let me take this off. Well, no, I can slide it on so I don't have to mess with the clasp. There it is. And a wedding is not the only day you're going to rock diamonds, to that specific event. It's just not, that's just not the case. You're going to a gala. You're going to a show. You're going to Manhattan and, you plan to attend, something on Broadway.
Shoot, you're going to the rodeo in Houston.
Rodeo in Houston with your cowboy boots and your hat, your little buckle.
And you're going to be looking
cute. In
in
your diamonds. Are you kidding me? We see a lot of ladies dressed down. Because some ladies look for a special occasion. Others say, no, this is the special occasion. Every single day that I go out is my day to shine. I'm going to rock my diamonds, which you should. Diamonds are forever, right? This is the most durable substance on earth. If you want something that's indestructible almost, anything, listen, nothing is, absolute. But when it comes to diamonds, when you compare them to any other gemstone, they use diamonds to cut other material. Okay, that's how strong diamonds are. And okay, so both of these are just over, the bracelet is 2.5 carats. The necklace is 3. So yeah, even if you don't plan to go anywhere and you just get up every single day and look your absolute, best, diamonds are like the complete kind of that perfect finishing touch to an outfit. Whether you're dressed down or dressed up, anything in between. You can always wear a diamond bracelet, diamond necklace. You don't need a special occasion. But, there are times where you think about that. Holiday party coming up, maybe you only... And here's what's interesting about this suite. I'll be honest with you. If you get it home, you're going to find yourself, maybe you're getting it for a special occasion, but when you get it home and you put it on, every single day that you walk out the house, you're going to consider wearing those diamonds. And you can. You should. You should live your best life. $209 for the necklace. That's it. Budget pay. You're going to pay that 5 times. Your final price is $1,049. The listed price, this is shop 10. The necklace is shop 10. The listed price is $1,399. When you apply the 25% coupon, it takes you down to $1,049. $1,049 for 3 carats of diamonds in a necklace design that's going to weigh about 20 grams. And then also, another thing I had to point out, because some of you are like, well, what if it doesn't sit where it does on you, on me? I'm glad you said that. Because we have an extender on the back end. Oh, the design team, look at this. Let me face it towards you. You might want to put your sunglasses on because I'm coming in. These are blinding. But remember I was talking about fluidity? Look at this. This moves with you. All of this is going to sit on the neckline. It's not going to sit wonky. It's not going to flip or flop. You're not going to have to adjust it. Here's the lobster claw on the back. And then here's the extender. So you've got a 2-inch extender, my friends. 2-inch extender. So you're going to be able to go up or down. Where do you need it to sit? It really depends on the outfit, right? This one I'm wearing today, the dress happens to have like a deep scoop. It's got a deep scoop. Sometimes you get a little more of a V. Sometimes you have something that listen, in the wintertime, girls, ladies, in the winter, when you're wearing your covered necklines and it comes up a little bit higher, look at this, even on the chocolate. I don't care if that blouse comes all the way up. You're wearing a dress that gives you full coverage. That's going to look fantastic. The diamonds. All right, I got to move on. But that's going to be in precious metal. You're loaded. So again, the payment plan is $209 on the necklace sold separately. You're going to get the 25% discount. If you do a bundle deal and you say, you know what, I'm spoiling myself today. You better believe it, Jessica. I deserve diamonds. I've been wanting a diamond deal. I can't even believe you guys are hooking us up with this much diamond carat weight. I'm getting it. You're getting an extra discount. So you get the 25% off the necklace. You get the 25% off the bracelet. You put it in your shopping cart. You get an extra 10% off the total. So now we're talking for both. You ready? $1,754. Now, I know a lot of you on live streams are like, what in the world? This is expensive. It's 2 carats of diamonds and 3 carats in the necklace. That's 5 carats of genuine earth mine diamonds for $1,754. Not everybody can do it, but I'm sure if I had a lens into, internet world, I'm sure a lot of you that are watching are like, boy, I wish I could do it though. Right? So listen, maybe you don't get it today. Maybe you start saving a little here and there to eventually get yourself something special. I would highly recommend that you take advantage of some of our specials. Now, I can't guarantee that it's going to be available. That's the thing. It is a limited edition. Let me give you the count on the necklace. Maybe you get with your sweetie pie and see if he'll hook you with a little something special. At least put the down payment on it. And you get it right away. Yeah, you get it right away. He does the down payment. You do the down payment. Credit card down payment. The necklace, again, 3 carats. We only have 14 of the necklace left in stock. That is it. 14 of the necklace left. I hate to put listen, I'm just keeping it real. You need to know the count. You'd be upset at me if you're like, Jessica, I thought you had an endless amount of these. I thought you guys were manufacturing. We do. We manufacture a certain amount of a specific style, and that's it. Every now and again, we bring them back depending on the market and, what's popular. But this is it. These are last in stock. That is a 3 carat necklace, 18 to 20 inches, fully adjustable. You've got a lobster claw clasp. It's set in rhodium over sterling, and it is stunning. Well deserved by you. You should have it. So again, if you ended up bundling with that extra discount, the 10% on top of the 25 and 25 on each piece, Elias, my producer of the show, he went ahead and did a little bit of an estimate on the payment plan. You'd be paying $350 per month if you bundled with all the discounts. So, that's a deal. You got a 2 carat diamond bracelet that you're going to be wearing and a 3 carat diamond necklace. You're stealing it, which is a good thing, not in a bad way. So I wanted to go ahead and put that out there. Maybe notify a friend or a family member that has been looking for the right accessory for a special event. Even though I'm saying I just don't think that you're going to have to wait for a special event. Everything that you do will be around that diamond suite. Yep. All right, so we're going to keep moving. I've got a yellow diamond band coming up next. By the way, if you're just tuning into the live stream, I'm Jessica Maldonado. Thank you so much for watching the Shop LCE live stream. Such a good time with all of you. If you're watching, shoot me a quick comment. Let me know your name and where you're watching from. I'd love to shout you out if you have a chance. And any questions that you have about this stuff, 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free shopping. You have free shipping and handling on items that you spend $50 or more on, which is everything. And you also have a payment plan that we put together called Budget Pay. So when you hear me say Budget Pay, that is the payment plan. It can be 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, 5 months. It really depends on the piece. Pretty much every item that I featured so far has had 5-month payment plans attached to it to make it easy, to make it convenient. So you don't have to, miss out on the opportunity, second guess yourself and say, weeks from now when you try to find the necklace that you fell in love with, you're like, why didn't I do it then? Budget Pay is activated. $209 is all you are spending on Budget Pay today with the 30-day. Get it home. So you can look like the queen. Not that you don't look like a queen now, but sometimes there's certain accessories that just take it to an entirely new level. That's going to be the one. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pick up the pace a bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items to get to here in about 35 minutes. So these are lower price point pieces, which is fantastic. I have the heart-shaped design coming up, which I think you're going to love. This is a special we have coming up. I have, let's do the yellow. Let's do the yellow diamond band. Look at how pretty this is. So this one is an easily stackable diamond band. So you can stack these. I've got two on set so you can see both of them at the same time if you decided to get two. And the price is so good, you may want to consider getting two of these. You may want to consider getting two of these. So this is going to be shop 11. And we have a total of 19 items during the live. A total of 19 items. Excuse me. Just taking a sip of water. So this is one of my favorite classic designs. The band style, so one of the things that you're going to love, and I'm glad that Elise is doing this, he's blowing it up so you have a chance to see, because when I bring it in on my finger, it's not the same. You don't see the details that you do on these wonderful pictures our team takes. These are not cartoon rendered. These are not made up. These are actual pictures in the studio that are taken. They blow them up so you can see the perfect details. But the way that they set the diamonds here, you have 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And you've got this almost like a semi-bezel set, but you've got prongs that come up. So you have a really nice finish on that band. And I'll bring it in from this direction. I've got all sizes in this ring. All sizes. Now, we're moving away from the palladium. The last palladium piece I did was, let me give you a heads up. That was the IGI certified solitaire, that 3 carat. Once we started the yellow and white cluster, now we're talking rhodium over sterling. Rhodium is also part of the platinum family, just like palladium is. And then we have been working our way through our DeJoy collection, which is our 925 sterling silver collection. So just an FYI, we have variety during this segment. It's not all the same old, same old. We want to make sure if you hang out with us for 2 hours, you get some variety, some mixture. So this is a 1/4 carat classic design. You have all yellow, natural yellow diamonds. And then something I like to point out when they are natural, very few opportunities present themselves in jewelry stores where you can get natural and not irradiated. So just because a diamond is irradiated or treated doesn't mean it's not genuine and earth mined. The difference between the treated yellow earth mined versus the natural earth mined is that when they're testing diamonds that come out of the ground, sometimes if they stayed in there a lot longer, their chemical composition, because of, their foundation, if we just leave it in there for a little more time, it would eventually turn a certain color. So what they do is they put it through a treatment. Usually it's an irradiated, it's a heat treatment, it's a permanent treatment. And most of these gemstones go through treatments. I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, I know from experience, walking into jewelry stores back in the day and even today, salespeople do not talk about that. They're not really educated in that. It's a diamond, it's yellow. They're not really going to talk about treatments. We like to inform and educate our customers just so that you're well aware of the different processes that take place behind the scenes. So these are earth mined. They're just treated. They're treated, or excuse me, not these, but other diamonds that you find in the jewelry store tend to be treated. These are going to be earth mined and natural. So what you'll find when you shop with us at Shop LC, it'll either say IR or it'll say the word natural. IR is still an earth mine. It's just irradiated. As I mentioned, they speed up the process to, create the color that it would be if it would have stayed in the ground longer. Or you see the word natural, which they actually find it in the ground in that color. They excavate, they cut, they buff, they polish it, and then they set it into jewelry. Natural yellow, natural pink, natural blue, natural anything that's a diamond is going to cost you a small fortune. And this is why I'm excited for you guys, because this one is $29.99 per month. This one is actually $149 with the discount. So the original price that's listed on our website is going to be $199. $199. Let me grab this. The discounted price, instead of it selling for $199, is going to be $149. $149. Okay? So, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity here to do something really big. Really big. You're getting Earth Mind Natural Diamonds. Earth Mind Natural Diamonds at the most affordable price point possible. Period. It just doesn't get any better than that, people. It can't, it won't, it doesn't. All of it Earth Mind and up for grabs at the best price point possible. So one of the things that we enjoy doing is we want to make sure you guys have a chance to see what it would look like if you did buy two and stack them. You buy two of these, you stack them up, you now have a half carat of natural Earth Mine yellow diamonds, because each band has a quarter of a carat. You now have an opportunity to spend $29.99 if you use the budget pay, which you should, it's there for you. And also, free shipping and handling, 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's go! Listen, I know what's out there in the market today. I've looked around. I'm one of these people that are always looking. I'm window shopping. I'm a window shopper so that, I can kind of share some of the experiences that I've had in jewelry stores. And let me tell you something. You find a quarter of a carat of natural yellow, you're paying closer to like $1,000, if not more. Closer to $1,000, if not more. So that is, again, 9 natural yellows. They are round, brilliant cut. Each one is a 1.9 millimeter. Classic, everyday, buy two, stack them up. They're on sale from $199 to $150. You get to use the budget payment option, $29.99. I'm going to keep moving. Either you're in or you're out. I'm bringing in natural champagne next. Natural champagne next in an Art Deco style. You're going to like this one. Natural champagne coming up now. And this is in a really nice design. This one is in rose gold over sterling. And you have, remember I was telling you some of my favorite colors? The natural champagne, the yellow, the blue is another one that I'm obsessed with. So I think you're going to like these price points. We're going to bring it down nice and low so you can grab yourself one of these. $149 for the natural yellow band, quarter of a carat. This one, $179.99 is the listed price. You get the discount. So you're at $134.99. $134.99. We love you. Can you imagine? Listen to this. You have a half carat of natural champagne this time. So instead of you paying this kind of price point for, say, the quarter of a carat, you're getting an extra quarter of a carat in one setting. This one is in rose gold over sterling, and those are natural champagne diamonds, deep, chocolate. 18K vermeil rose gold over sterling, gorgeous. I mean, that is something special. See, I'd be rocking the champagne diamonds with what I have on today.
Ooh, yeah.
Top to bottom, that's going to be about a half an inch. About a half an inch from top to bottom. So you got a beautiful size. And it's a rectangular shape, so you have 62 diamonds, half carat. Your 62 diamonds are going to range in size. They can either be 0.9 millimeter up to a 1.5 millimeter. The 1.5 millimeters are in the focal point here in the setting. You have 3 rows of 4. So 3 rows of 4, you're going to have 12 diamonds right there in the middle. And then you have a double row of diamonds here on the shank, as well as an entire outer halo of natural champagne. It's gorgeous. So, listed price $179.99. Discounted price with the 25% coupon, we're at $134.99. You have a $26.99 payment plan, and you've got options in this style. You can we have a blue option too, if you're interested. So you can get the blue diamond, You can get the white diamond, or you can do the champagne diamond. I don't think we have those on set.
No, we don't.
So you have 3 different options here that you can take advantage of with the same style, but different colored diamonds. All of them genuine diamonds, earth mined. All of them. Am I the only one? Like, if you're watching the live stream and you've never shopped with us before, welcome to the family. This is where you get the party started. Here's the picture of the blue one. So if you love your blue diamonds, let me give you a look at some blue diamonds I have live. It's not the same design, but look how gorgeous a blue diamond design is. So this same shape, this same style, this same carat weight. You can either do it in a white diamond, classic, or you can do it in a blue diamond or the champagne. Those are your options. And can you click on them, make sure they're the same price?
Yes.
All of them $179?
Yep.
All of them $179. You said confirm, Jessica. So yeah, you have some options with this.
All sizes available.
All sizes available. Sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the sizes we have available. Yes!
I don't know how. That thing.
Yes!
Beautiful.
Isn't it? $26? I mean, there's a possibility you can get one for your daughter. You can get one for mama. You can get one for all your sisters. I mean, I feel like this is that price point that you can really work with. Budget pays $26.99. That's all you have to put down to get the diamond home. And you're not getting 1/4 carat. You're getting a 1/2 carat this time. What color would you like? The champagne, the blue, or the white? I'll wait. Shoot me a quick message if you have a chance to. I'm interested in knowing which one you like more. Because at this price point, I think you can play, right? $29 or $26.99. You can get yourself a diamond. 1/2 carat. You deserve it. You know you do. All right, so we're going to keep moving. I've got the matching pendants to go with it. Oh, good. So the pendants are all out here in the different colors.
Yes.
So that's the exact same design. Those are going to be bundle deals, people. Bundle. The more you buy, the more you save. Bundle, bundle.
There will be a Texas twofer, pendant and chain included on this next
Yes. So you buy one, get one. You get the chain, 20 inches, big upgrade. 20 inches, not the 17, 18 you're used to. And I always remind people that when you get these pendants home that come with 20-inch chains, don't forget to use them. And some people are like, I don't want to change them out. I want my own chain for that piece, and that piece has their own. But I'm telling you, the 20-inch chains, they really make a difference depending on where you want your pendants to sit. So just keep in mind that you have a 20-inch chain in your possession once you get one of these pieces home. $179. These are 25% off, just like the ring. You have the matching pendants to go with the ring. Please make sure you take advantage of the deep discounts. It is worth it. You got these beautiful, and the diamond carat weight here is a 1/2 carat, just like the ring. You have 48 diamonds in total. And is there another bundle deal in there? Do you have like a pair of earrings?
We don't have the earrings in the shop, but we do have.
There are a pair of earrings that you can take advantage of if you're interested in bundling some more. So I always like to give you a heads up on that, because the more you bundle, the more you save, right? The more items you purchase, the more you save. So there's some cute diamond earrings that you can get that are champagne. They're $69.99. So when you bundle, you save. Hopefully you'll be able to save on those earrings too. Did it save?
Yes, it did.
Yes, you get the 15% then. That's a discount.
That is.
So you can buy everything. Let me set it up for you. Let me set it up for you so you know what I'm talking about here. Just, some of you are like, buy what? What everything? What does everything mean? Okay.
No, we don't have the earrings in the show.
We don't have the earrings in the show, but we're gonna put it. Can we put them up here? Can we show them?
Yes, I can pull it up.
I'll show you, because I need you to know. So you get both of these, right? Each one is going to be $134. You get the ring, you get the pendant. $134 with the discount, $134 with the discount. Okay? Because each one is listed at $179. You get to 25% on each one. You get the earrings that are in the bundle. Now, I don't have them on set, but I'm going to have them on screen here because you need to see these. You get the champagne diamond earrings as well. Now we're talking, instead of just an extra 10% on the bundle, because remember, 25% off each one, you add the earrings. If you just put these two in the bundle, you're still saving 10. But if you add the earrings, you get 15% off the bundle. So listen to the total. You get the diamond earrings, you get the diamond pendant with the chain, and you get the ring for $288.97. That's not budget pay. That's out the door. That's out the door. That's huge. You have an entire natural, look, I need to highlight these for myself. I'm thinking, good night. I'd love to get this for my daughter, actually. Oh, yeah. So you bundle, you get all 3 diamond pieces. And we're not talking about a little bit of diamond carat weight. What's the carat weight on the earrings? So the ring is a half carat. The pendant with the chain is a half carat. The earrings, let's see what we're talking about here.
2.5.
Quarter of a carat. So you buy the earrings, you get an extra quarter of a carat. It's a deal. It's a deal. You've got a young daughter. You have a niece that you're close to. Your sister you want to spoil this year. Diamonds, you got to get in on that. Make sure you're using the number 13 for the pendant, 12 for the ring. Shop 12, shop 13. Once you put that in the comments section, it'll generate a link so you can take a closer look at those. Take advantage. 30-day money back guarantee, half carat pieces for like $26.99. You definitely want to take advantage. All right, we're going to keep moving. I have another men's ring coming up. Oh, this one's sharp. Ooh, this one has a cross in it too. The most recognized sign of faith in the world. Well, it's not a cross. It's more, it looks like when you look at it, you're going to be like, oh, that's a cross. And then when you look closer,
Call it twinkling star.
it almost looks like a twinkle in the actual cross, but they're calling it a twinkle star. So either way, it's sharp. It is sharp. You have 2 color diamonds here. You have the black and the white. Black and white. Nice mix. Classic. And that outer halo is going to have the black diamonds. You have 32 black diamonds coming in at 15 points. You have 30 diamonds coming in at 14 points. You have a third of a carat of diamonds total weight between the black and white. And gentlemen, rhodium over sterling. Something that's going to last you. That's sharp. That's a good piece. See if Elias will come out here and model for me.
I tried it. It was big on me.
It's too large?
Yeah.
Well, it's too big on him.
Yeah.
It's too big. John? I didn't know John was available. Thank you, sir. The man hand. I like it. Me gusta. So yeah, I mean, it sits nicely, low profile, but this is the design. It's bigger. It's bolder. It makes a statement. The black and white, definitely an impact piece. That's going to be a third of a carat of diamonds. Ladies, get them for your sweetie pies. Please make sure you've got something like this on standby. It could be for your dad. It could be for your brother. It could be your son who's going to be graduating from high school or college this year. Just, big milestone for him. When we have sharp pieces like this, that looks good on you, John. So you can see that detail in that design a little bit. You can see how it sits nicely. Doesn't sit up too high. And, a lot of guys, they can be in the boardroom. They can be, working with their hands. I mean, men do different things, right? Just like we do, ladies. And so it's a nice piece that he's going to wear comfortably all day, every day.
Not going to get in the way of anything. Look at
John,
that.
I love it. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. See that? Got my volunteers in here. Teamwork. All right. So that is inexpensive. That's listed at $159.99, but you get the 25% discount. So with the 25% discount, you're going to be at $23.99. I'll go ahead and put it on my finger so you have a chance to see it from this direction. I like to face it forward so you can see all the details. Also, if I measure the setting itself is going to be a 1/2 inch. Okay, millimeter size on that 1/2 inch is about a 10. So you're 10 millimeter. That's sharp though. Gentlemen, if you're out there watching, shop 14 for you. We've got it in sizes 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. All the sizes are available. 9 is the one that sold out pretty quickly, but we still have the 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 available. That's nice. That's a nice piece. And timeless, because black and white tends to be timeless, right? That tuxedo look. Very classy. Super classy. All right, we're going to move on. We've got a few more pieces to get to here with 15 minutes left in the live stream. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I'm Jessica. If you have not had a chance, to share the live stream with somebody, we'd love for you to share us out. Don't forget to like the page, hit the middle, give us some hearts. Are they able to do that on TikTok?
Yes, they are.
They're able to heart it? Do I see it?
Yes, you do.
I don't see no hearts. I'm like, where my hearts at? Okay. So, he opened it up for me. So I don't see it on but when you see the screen on the side, I see. All right. So we have that men's piece is on sale, as I mentioned. We had it at, what was the discount again?
We had it priced at
I apologize.
$119 and then $23 on budget pay.
So $119. $119 with a $23 budget payment option. Incredible. Incredible. You're getting a third of a carat of diamonds there for the guys. All right, we've got a suite coming up. These are matching pieces back to back. Natural pink diamonds up for grabs next.
I'm a big fan of the pendant.
Oh my gosh, yes, the pendant is everything. Are any of them bundles, or these are, because that's not the same design, but it's similar. It isn't the exact design, I doubt it.
Nope.
Karen, which one? Which one are you saying? You talking about the men's ring? But it's not though, Karen. It really isn't. And it's crazy because it's hard to, put it on camera so you can see it a bit closer. It's a good looking piece. It's not very extravagant, but it's definitely just a low profile, timeless black and white. It's a good looking piece.
Most guys, we don't want extravagant either. We
See,
want it
Jonathan?
muted down just a little bit.
Mute
We
it,
don't want
mute
to be too showy, but
Exactly.
not enough where you see it, you're
Exactly.
like, oh yeah, you're a classy dude.
Exactly. And you can wear it with your suits. You can wear it dressed down, a bit more casual. So, it does have the black and white look to it. Karen, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's a short piece. Trust me. All right. So how about this one though, Karen? How about this one? For the ladies. Look at the way that that flower design comes up and over. Oh my goodness. This one is one of my personal favorites. I love a rose. I love a flower. Look at that. You almost want to call it a medallion instead of just a flower. I mean, the flower that's going to last forever. So in this case, we're going to do the earrings first. These are the earrings. Natural pink diamonds and white diamonds. These feature your quarter of a carat in each ear, which is a big deal. And the rose pendant will be coming up so that we can, get that up for you. What's the carat weight on the rose? Let me double check. That's going to be a full carat. So the rose pendant is a full carat. These are pretty though. So these are going to cost you $399.99. And they are really almost like a cluster design. You have 38 diamonds in the setting, and it's a combo of the pink and the white. I'm loving it. Rose gold for me, I bring out my rose gold and yellow gold all year long, but I find that I really start wearing a lot of rose gold and yellow gold during the fall and winter because, again, chocolate, navy, charcoal gray, eggplant purple, those darker colors. So the rose gold looks great on the skin, and it pops really nicely with the fall and winter clothing that we end up getting, at least for me personally. So, okay, so this one is 925 sterling silver. Look how pretty those are. And that pairs up beautifully with the rose design. The rose design is a 1 carat. The earrings are going to be half carat. So you have a quarter of a carat in each ear. But nicely done. So the size, just to put, size in perspective, I've got a dime here. These are not huge, but they're also not small. If I were to give you millimeter size on these are 5, 6, 7. These are about a 7.5 millimeter. It's a good size. And those are, remember, you have the diamonds in there. So you have the 16 diamonds in each ear, and they are natural pink and white diamonds. No enhancement, no treatment. The naturals are always going to be much more expensive. Yours are $59.99 per month and $299 out the door with the discount. $299 is with the 25% discount once you apply it. But look at this rose. Tell me you're not in love with this one though, Karen. Look at this one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and keep moving. By the way, the earrings I just showed are five-star rated. 5-star rated earrings. Do you have that testimonial we can pull up? Let's do it. Let's show it. Oh, one word, gorgeous, from Ellen. Ellen says gorgeous. The perfect word to describe the earrings. Now, these are a different ball game. These pendants feature a lot more diamonds, a lot more carat weight. This is going to be a 1 carat. You have a combination here of actually, this is all natural pink. But I love the cuts in here. You have your baguette, and you also have taper baguette. Love. Don't you love the dimension? The way that the actual petals on the flower come out. So you have several rows. Let me see if I can put it up against the black too so you can see it on that.
And I'm calculating the amount of diamonds we have on this pen.
Okay, we're getting a total of diamonds because you got different mixed cuts here. So 170 diamonds in total. 1 carat of natural pink. Price is $1,399, but you get the 25% discount. That's going to take you nice and low. Natural pink diamonds. This would be in like one of those stores where the 1 carat natural pink is probably going to be closer to $2,800, $3,000, if not more. 170 natural pinks, baguette, taper baguette. Can't beat it. So is it $1,049? Ooh, now that is a deep discount. Good night. I just looked at the clock. I have 8 minutes. I got to pick up the pace. So yeah, this is a beauty. You get the upgraded chain, 20 inches. But this from top to bottom, I'm blown away by this one.
You have some of my favorite pieces today.
A full inch,
Look
right?
at that. Yeah.
A full inch from top to bottom. Look how stunning that is. No enhancement, no treatment. Just the earth mine coming out of the ground, cut, buff, polished, and faceted. Valuable in that sense when you don't have to treat them. Although treated diamonds are still pricey. They're earth mine. They just have to be treated to enhance the color. These are natural. Full carat, 170, medallion style. You got about an inch from top to bottom. Or was it an inch? Hold on, make sure. Yeah, that was an inch. And then you have the upgraded chain. Boom. Get yourself a special gift like this with the natural pinks. All right, we've got the blue diamond coming up next.
We're actually going back to back. 17 on the ring and then 18 on the pendant.
17 on the ring, 18 on the pendant. This is a bundle deal, people. Bundle deal. The ring is a 1 carat. Isn't that beautiful? I love the shape of this ring. I love this. So the shape on this ring is that diamond shape. And then the matching pendant. Ah, yes! Ay, 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 ay. Holding steady. Look at those blues, Karen. Look at those blues. You have the baguette, taper baguette, and round cut. That darker rhodium finish. So this one is shop 17. Mm-hmm. This is shop 18. You bundle them together. Oh, you were wondering how much the blue diamonds will cost you. $299 is the listed price, but that's before the 25% discount. We love you today. Notice I'm just kind of placing my hand here so you can see the way the blue diamonds sparkle. That's a $224 price with the discount. So instead of you paying $299, you paying $224.99. The budget pay is not even $50. It is $44.99. And you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Risk-free, risk-free, risk-free. The only risk that you run is we are limited. We have less than 50 of the rings in stock. So just keep that in mind. We have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have a good mix of sizes. But if you're wanting something bigger and bolder, reason why I'm calling it that is because the size of the setting. Hold on. If I were to measure the setting, look at this. That's going to be just over 1/2 inch in the setting by itself. Boom. The pendant, the same. It's got the bail, so you're closer to 1 inch. But without the bail, you're at about 3/4 of an inch. Even the bail is dripped and drizzled in blue diamonds on this one. Both of them are full carat, right? Oh my goodness. You do the bundle deal, you save an extra 10%. You do the bundle deal, you get 2 carats of blue diamonds. And your price is, let's see here, $299. Same price as the ring, right? So the $224.
No, I'm not saying a bundle deal on the ring or the pendant.
What?
If they want to set
You got to be able to bundle this.
Yes.
Contact our personal shopper team. These are the exact same designs. These go together. These go together. Let them know Jessica said that you need to let me bundle. Because you have again, diamonds galore. 48 diamonds, 48, 49, 50, 51. You have about 60 diamonds in each piece. Incredible. This one comes with the 20-inch chain. Both of them are discounted down to $224. You've got a $44 payment plan option. Marilyn says, wow, this necklace takes my breath away. She goes on to say, it goes perfectly with all my other blue diamond jewelry. Compliments received the first time I wore it out. I would never have been able to afford such a spectacular grouping if it wasn't for Shop LC. It really makes me feel special. Thank you. You see that? Jewelry does make us feel, extra special. When we're rocking something, glamorous and gorgeous and people are coming up to you saying, oh my gosh, I love it. Or just giving you the side eye, whether it's like hating or in a good way, it's all good, right? Bring it. Bring it. You know you look good in this stuff. All right. So both of those are on super sale. You can get them for $44.99 per month. The total out the door with the 25% discount is going to be $224.99. They're 1 carat blue diamond pieces. You got to get them. Lastly, it's going to be my heart-shaped design. The one I wore earlier. I'm in love with this one. Big deal for me. Natural champagne diamond. It's listed at $329. Every size you can imagine is here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are champagne and white diamonds, friends. Champagne and white diamonds in 18K vermeil rose gold over sterling. You've got 1 perfect carat in here. Special. Just like you. You deserve it. You know it. With the 25% discount, where are we at? Where are we at as we wrap up the show? This is my final piece of the hour, or the segment, rather. Where are we at with price? So with the discount, you're at $247. Okay, $247. This is crazy that this ring right here is only costing you $247 and it's a full carat. I believe there's a bundle deal on our website you might want to check out. It's a matching pendant to go with it. If you love your natural champagne, look at the concave finish too. Look at the way that goes in. Low profile. Heart's universal symbol of love. You should be loving on you with that kind of deal. You should be loving on you. 61 diamonds that are champagne, right in the middle, 72 points. And then you have the 46 extra diamonds, 28 points. 28 points. So yeah, you're winning. This is your new fall piece, 2025 fall piece. This is it. You don't have to look any further. You got it. Diamonds, full carat, 18K vermeil rose gold over sterling, 2-tone finish with those white and champagne diamonds. Those are natural champagne diamonds. Okay. So budget pay is available to you. We're at $49.49, so $49.50 per month. 30-day money back guarantee. This has been an exclusive show, has it not? I mean, it's some good stuff. Please make sure you look back at the live stream. If you missed out on any part of it, you can go to shoplc.com, hit the live streaming tab. All of our videos will download after we wrap them up live, and they'll be available for 48 hours. That's as long as we keep the discounts available to you. Once that's up, deals, they go back up. But another thing I wanted to make you aware of is a lot of these items do sell out during the live stream, so keep that in mind. Even if you go watch the repeat, you may not find that piece available still. So just an FYI to you. If you're interested, call our personal shopper team. They'll be more than happy to assist. 888-835-2237. And don't forget, you can always watch our live streams 4 times a day, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. Central Time. It's been a pleasure. I'm Jessica Maldonado. If you have a chance to join me on social media, Jessica.Maldonado L on Instagram and Jessica Maldonado on Facebook. It has been a pleasure. I'll see you guys next week on Tuesday. And I'm going to try to see if John can get me some more gold deals. Last week, gold was a hit. If you want some gold chains and also silver, I want to do 1 hour of gold, 1 hour of silver. Make sure you join me back here next week, Tuesday at 2 p.m. It's been a pleasure. Take care. God bless. Mwah.